So wannabe James Bond villain and former Trump campaign advisor Roger Stone was caught on tape bragging about how he's working with a Republican organization in several states to purge 1 million people off the voter rolls in Democrat-leading counties.
We need, for example, to clean our voting lists. The California Republican Assembly, which is an independent organization that I support, you know those great folks, they have done an excellent job of using a program to go through all 15 million Florida voters, and they have found over 1 million undeliverable addresses. Now they're going one by one to the county boards of elections to have those people removed. Now some counties are refusing, and those counties will find themselves in court shortly. But out of 67 counties, I believe, 61 have cooperated. You can guess which ones are the ones that won't cooperate. They're the big counties run by Democrats.
But Republicans interfering with elections while baselessly accusing Democrats of doing it isn't exactly surprising if you've been paying attention over the last 8 years or so. But what is surprising is that Roger Stone isn't rotting in a jail cell right now after a tape was released earlier this year of him plotting with a former police officer to assassinate Democratic Congressman Eric Swalwell and Ralph Nader before the 2020 election.
Well, get this over with. It's time to do it now. Then we'll see how brave the rest of them are. Either Strawwell or Nadler has to die before the election. They need to get the message.
Anyway, listen, I'm far from a Medhi Hasan fan, and lordy lord knows that there's no shortage of topics that I think he's wrong about, but having said that, he absolutely nailed it when he was asked about Trump's moral character during a BBC panel.
This is a man who is a kind of thin-skinned narcissist, self-obsessed with petty vendettas and personal grievances, a wannabe autocrat. He's a hero in character terms to a lot of white Christian evangelicals in this country. Bizarrely, this is a former casino owner who cheated on his first wife with his second wife, cheated on his third wife with a porn star, been found liable of sexual abuse by a jury of his peers, lies in every breath, more than 30,000 lies according to a count by the Washington Post, a conservative count, when he was president, has spent years saying outrageously racist and misogynistic things about women and people of color, hosted a Holocaust dinner at his home for Thanksgiving. So no, I don't think he has the character. I think character matters. He certainly does not have the character to be president. He doesn't have the moral fitness. He doesn't have the mental fitness. Don't take my word for it. His own defense secretary, Mark Esper, says he's not fit for office. In fact, the vast majority of the people who served in his cabinet say they're not voting for him this time. Don't take it from me.
What about the character?
And speaking of dogshit moral character, former congressional intern turned right-wing Twitter shitposter Isabella Maria DeLuca got bored and decided to spread a bit of disinformation regarding inflation. Last week, she went down to the local Whole Foods and got her weirdly large hands on some of the most expensive brand-name organic food that she could find and then carefully arranged it to look like less than it actually was, also she could take a picture and post it online, claiming that it cost her $175, so that's why she was voting for Trump. But apparently she forgot that Whole Foods isn't a private club that only she and her shitposter buddies have access to. So suspicious that her little photo op conveniently didn't include a receipt, naturally people went and tallied up all the items in the picture and were unsurprised to find that the heavy-handed socialite had lied about the price by almost $80. But getting caught lying is nothing new for Isabella, seeing as being a right-wing shitposter, it kinda comes with the territory. But earlier this year, her many lies finally caught up to her when she was arrested for breaking into the Capitol on January 6th. Videos captured her entering a suite of conference rooms inside the Capitol through a broken window on the Lower West Terrace. She passed a table out of the window and then climbed back outside through the same window. A table that another rioter threw at police resembled the one that DeLuca passed out the window, according to an FBI agent's affidavit. When the FBI questioned her roughly 2 weeks after the Capitol attack, DeLuca denied entering the building on January 6th, the agent affidavit says. But the GOP douchebaggery doesn't stop at just the former congressional interns lying through their teeth. It also reached peak levels of gaslighting this week when a bunch of current Republican congressmen and senators decided to go on TV and tell the American people that their own pesky eyes and ears are lying to them again after Trump referred to his political opponents as the enemy from within and said that he plans on using the military against them.
Adam Shifty Schiff, who's a total sleazebag, is going to become a senator. But I call him the enemy from within. We have two enemies. We have the outside enemy, and then we have the enemy from within. And the enemy from within, in my opinion, is more dangerous than China, Russia, and all these countries. Very bad people. We have some sick people, radical left lunatics. And I think they're and it should be very easily handled by, if necessary, by National Guard, or if really necessary, by the military.
What I want to just make very clear is that it's my belief that what former President Trump is talking about are the people that are coming over the border, that in fact are committing crimes, that are bringing drugs, that are trafficking humans. That is what I believe the president is referring to. I don't think that he's referring to elected people in America.
And it is the enemy from within, and they're very dangerous. The more difficult are, the Pelosi's, these people, they're so sick and they're so evil. Adam Shifty Schiff, who's a total sleazebag, is going to become a senator. But I call him the enemy from within.
What he's talking about is marauding gangs of dangerous, violent people who are destroying public property.
Adam Shifty Schiff, who's a total sleazebag, is going to become a senator. But I call him the enemy from within.
You are a decorated veteran. How would you feel about deploying against Adam Schiff?
Well, I don't think that's what he said, John. I think you're connecting some dots there.
Adam Shifty Schiff, who's a total sleazebag, is going to become a senator. But I call him the enemy from within. And it should be very easily handled by, if necessary, by National Guard, or if really necessary, by the military.
Look, Trump speaks in hyperbole. This is nothing new. He's not talking about using the military to attack people who disagree with him politically or anything like that.
Adam Shifty Schiff, who's a total sleazebag, is going to become a senator. But I call him the enemy from within. And it should be very easily handled by, if necessary, by National Guard, or if really necessary, by the military, or if really necessary, by the military, if really necessary, by the military,
Ain't it nice to know that literally half the government is just now run by a weird cult that spends all day just making excuses for all the crazy shit its cult leader says? Sure glad my tax dollars are going towards that bullshit. But speaking of the crazy cult, let's check in and see what the members outside of the government are up to. How's it going over there, guys? You having a normal one?
Who is this Donald Trump, the greatest man ever? What's going on, Long Island?
It sounds good, but it's not me.
Feel an attack, I suggest they just come back. Cause these words are coming back to the tracks. There's no holding back. It ain't easy to say.
Everybody thinks we're a bunch of just like hard-ass conservative Trump, and it's all about, what we do here with make America great. This is creative. This is art.
Oh yeah, so creative. Just stamping that fucking idiot's name on everything that you come in contact with. So creative.
See, we could be creative.
Keep it moving away from me. Keep it moving now, not near me. Keep moving out the door now. Keep it moving now, can't you see? Keep it moving away from me.
Yeah, you said it, buddy. Keep whatever the hell that is you guys are doing as far away from me as possible.